So UFC Fight Night, Royval versus Kape just went by, and King Hit MMA will be matching each fighter off the card who I think they should fight next. So yeah, let's get right into it. And for the first fighter on the card, it's Razor Blader. I think she'll be getting cut, honestly. I just don't see a way that she's staying in the UFC, after that loss, that brutal loss, after she hasn't fought for 2 years. So I don't think we match her up. But for Jamie Lynn Horth, I think Jamie Lynn Horth should fight. Oh, sorry, I just went silent. But Jamie Lynn Horth should fight Casey O'Neill. Casey O'Neill hasn't fought for how long? Since 2024, a whole year. Her last win was Luana Santos. Yeah, so I think Jamie Lynn Horth should fight Casey O'Neill. I think that'd be a good fight, good comeback fight for Casey O'Neill. Jamie Lynn Horth's on a 3-fight win streak. She needs to fight into the rankings. So yeah, I think we book that fight. And for the next fight, Alan Fry Jr. versus Graham Pat. Alan Fry Jr. is not really UFC level. I guess you could match him up against who's in the heavyweight division that we can think of. I think we could match him up against, Austin Lane. Austin Lane's 1-4 in the UFC. If they want to get Austin Lane a free win, I guess they could give him that. Or a Louis Sutherland. Louis Sutherland has lost to Walter Walker. It was a pretty big step up. And for Graham Pat, looked very impressive in his win. I guess we could give him a Stephen Asplund, someone that fought on the card. That could be good. That could be a good fight. Makes a lot of sense too. Yeah. Or Graham Pat versus Brendo Pericic. Brendo Pericic is real impressive too. Yeah, I guess we'll do. But I think I like the Stephen Asplund fight. Makes a lot of sense. For Graham Pat, they're right next to each other. And yeah, for the next fight, for Melissa Croden, she can bounce back. She's real entertaining usually. She just got shut down with the grappling. Women's bantamweight, it's a pretty unskilled division, but we could give Melissa Croden, like a mid-ranked. God, it's so shallow though. Melissa Croden could probably fight. I guess a Michelle Montague. That could be a good fight. Michelle Montague needs to get back into the cage. So yeah, that could be a good fight. And for Luana Santos, very smudgy win. I guess we could put her up against a top 10. Jacqueline Cavalcanti, she looked maybe not Jacqueline Cavalcanti. I was thinking maybe her, but it's weird. There's just a lot of. I guess we could do Luana Santos versus Miesha Tate. Miesha Tate needs to fight someone way down in the rankings if she doesn't retire. So yeah, it's about right. So yeah, that's a good fight for Luana Santos. And for the next fight, Sean Sharif, I'm pretty sure he's getting cut from the UFC. If he's not, I think they should give him. Oh, don't give him a bantamweight. I guess we could give Sean Sharif one more chance, but one more chance too many, I guess. We could give them Marek Bujalo, I guess. It's just a random one. And yeah, for Stephen Asplin, I did say Graham Pat would be a good fight. Makes a lot of sense. They're both on the same card, so book them both for the next fight. And for the next fight, Neil Magny and Yaroslav Amosov. Neil Magny, I think he should fight. I've got a perfect fight for him. I think I've made this fight so many times. It's crazy. Hold on. By the way, D-Rod's in prison at the moment, so I don't know how they're judging that. But Neil and Magny, they can't really give him a fight up. I guess they could give him Kelvin Gastelum. Makes a lot of sense. Or we could do another Unk. We could do... Where is he? Why is he so far down? I was going to say Michael Chiesa. I can't find Michael Chiesa. He's on a 3-fight win streak. Michael Chiesa. Yeah, there he is. So Michael Chiesa versus Neil Magny. I think that's a good fight. They're on both. They're not on, they're both unks and they're both really good at what they do. So yeah, I think that'd be a good fight to book. And for Yaroslav Amosov, honestly, I think I want to see him fight a ranked opponent. I think we could see him fight... Maybe, I think we get him straight up against either Colby Covington or a Leon Edwards. I think Leon has to drop down. He has to fight an up-and-comer, and I guess Yaroslav Amosov, he just passed the Neil Magny test. I think that's the perfect opponent for him. So I think we book that fight for Leon versus Amoslov. So I think it's a good fight. For the next fight, Jordan Brito versus Isaac Thompson. Isaac Thompson had a pretty impressive performance on 3 days' notice, 5 days' notice. I think we give him obviously a bottom of featherweight. So we could go debutante. We could go... There's a couple fights on here. They've all had multiple fights. Just looking at the fighters. We could do an Isaac Thompson versus a Eric Silva. Eric Silva, he's lost his last two. Makes sense. Isaac Thompson did take that on short notice. It'd be a good pad fight. Yeah, I think that's a good fight for him. And for Jordan Anderson Brito, it was a half decent win, but doesn't really get him much up the rankings. So for Jordan Anderson Brito, I could see them putting him against a Muhammad Naimov. Muhammad Naimov just lost on the weekend brutally to Marion Santos. So yeah, that could be a good fight. I think we book that. And for Lance Gibson Jr., I think you cut him because, damn, what are they, lightweights? Lance Gibson Jr., he looked terrible in this fight. There's literally so many people at lightweight, but I guess you could give Lance Gibson Jr. We could give him one of the worst brothers in the UFC, Alex Reyes. They've still apparently got him in there. I think that could be a potential... Oh, no, actually, I like Alex Reyes versus Anshul Jubilee. Let's get Anshul Jubilee his first win in the UFC, baby. Let's do it. So, yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Says he's got to win, but I'm not counting road to UFC he wins. But yeah, I think we do Anshul Jubilee. The King of the Jungle, is that what his nickname is? Anyway, for Bobby Green, I'm not calling him king. There was a few fights I had on my mind, but Matt Favola makes a lot of sense. They're both in very similar spots in their career, and I do think Bobby Green beats Matt Favola at this point. Matt Favola just he hasn't done very well, and I think it makes a lot of sense. So yeah, Bobby Green versus Matt Favola, that'd be a banger, guaranteed knockout. Book it, and these two should just be cut from the UFC because that was a horrible performance from the both of them. But for Kennedy Nchekwu, I don't know. What do we do with him? I guess we could go. Well, we'll have a look. Fuck it, give him the Mario Pinto. I want to see Pinto sleep him. It just makes sense. So yeah, throw Pinto another, not can, but throw Pinto a named heavyweight, and then we can get him into the top 15. And for Marcus Buchecha, I've already got a fight for him. We literally just do, where is he? Max Gimenez. Max Gimenez was a great IBJJF Jiu-Jitsu winner. I think he won like 3 or 4 times, if I'm not wrong. Great Jiu-Jitsu guy. Just put two great Jiu-Jitsu guys together in the heavyweight division. It'll just turn into a sloppy striking match. Just makes all the sense in the world. So yeah, Marcus Buchecha versus Max Gimenez. I think we booked that. For the next fight, for Morgan Sherrier, it's a brutal knockout loss, but he'll come back. He'll fight someone in the featherweight division. So it pushes him pretty far down, but I would like to see Morgan Sherrier fight a Charles Jourdain. That could be a really good fight. Oh wait, Charles Jourdain just went down to bantamweight, so no, we don't get to see that. But we could see Morgan Sherrier versus a Yada DeValley. Yada DeValley's an up-and-comer. He had that really weird fight with Isaac Dilgarian, which ended up being a fix. I think that'd be a good step up for Yada DeValley, and for Morgan Sherrier, it could be a possible good win for an up-and-comer. So yeah, I think we book that. And for Marcos Costa, has to get a ranked fucking opponent next. That'd be ridiculous. I think we do. I did see that Brito did call out Dan Ige. I think Mekazel Costa should honestly either get Dan Ige or maybe who's Patricio Ferreira? Doesn't matter. This guy's ranked number 11 or 12. I don't know who he is. Yeah, we'll do who do I say? Dan Ige. Just makes sense. Dan Ige. That'd be a banger fight. So yeah, I think we book that. Dan Ige versus Mekazel Costa. For the next fight, Cesar Almeida lost to Cesar Ochechek. Cesar Almeida, put him against a striker. I don't really want to see him get out-grappled. He's not going to be here to win a title. I think we could put him against... Excuse me. Holy hiccup. We could see him against a... There's no one that I really like. Eric Anders. Is Eric Anders still fighting? Yeah. Could put him against Eric Anders. Eric Anders is on a losing streak. And Cesar Almeida needs a Oh, they're right next to each other. It makes sense. Needs a comeback win. And for Jacek, overrated. I think we give him the Iron Turtle. One of my favourite middleweights in the UFC. Just makes all the sense in the world. Give him the Iron Turtle test if he can't win against Iron Turtle. Too sad, too bad. You're not going to be a top 15. So, yeah, that's a good fight. And for Giga Chad, I think he retires. No, not kidding. I think Giga Chikadze, just, what is he, 37? And he's had a career since he was like in 18. That's just such a long time to be fighting. And it fucks you up a lot. So I think Giga Chad should retire. But if he does end up fighting again, I think he looked good in the fight. It wasn't like he looked totally terrible. So we could put him against... I kind of want to see him fight someone that's like half decent. We could see him fight Nate the Train Landwehr. That'd be a banger fight. I think they'd go to war. There'd definitely be like a knockout. So yeah, that could be a good fight. Nate Landwehr versus Giga. And for Kevin Vallejos, man, he's gonna get a ranked top 15 ranked opponent. He's already ranked 15 now. I think we could give him... A lot of people saying Josh Emmett. I don't think so. Yusuf Salau. I think, yeah, we give him Yusuf Salau. Yusuf Salau is a really good grappler. Real smart with the strikes, but I think they'll have to get matched up. Vallejos versus Bilal. You know, I don't think he'd do that well. So, yeah, I think we booked that fight. And there's the hell. Yes, Yusuf Zalail. Makes sense. Kevin Vallejos should get Yusuf Zalail. And for the final one, Brandon Royval, rough loss, getting KO'd, it's fucking slimed out like that. I feel bad for him because I really like Royval. He's so fun every fight he's in. He's gonna, I guess, everyone just got matched up at flyweight, so he's gonna be waiting around for a while. I guess he should probably get... There's no one really in flyweight that I see them booking him against. I have a weird feeling they're gonna book him against a Tim Elliott or a Steve Erceg. Where's Tim Elliott? Is he number 9? Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a Tim Elliott. That'd be a good fight to book. I'd love to see Steve Erceg versus Tim Elliott. If I can't get that, Brandon Royval versus Tim Elliott makes a lot of sense. Tim Elliott's still got it for an unk, so yeah. I think we book that fight. It's a good fight. And yeah. And for Kape, I think Kape's another... It's crazy because you've got like 4 dudes at the title picture. You've got Joshua Van, who's the champ. You've got Alexandra Pantoja, who's waiting on the side. You've got Tatsuro Taira, who just beat the shit out of Moreno, former champ. And you've got Brendan Royval, who's beaten Moreno, but he just got knocked out by Kape. So, yeah, it's just a 4-way square of these guys fighting each other by the looks of it. But yeah, that's my fights to make after UFC Royval versus Kape. I nearly said Van. I'm a little out of it. But yeah, I'll be making like I said, I'll be making some more videos. There's no fights for 6 weeks. That's fucking insane. But yeah, I'll be making a resolutions video, MMA resolutions video. I'll be making a tier list video. I'll be making a few videos. But yeah, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I always appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you all later. Bye.